Hi everybody. I want to do a marathon Nendoroid opening. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different Sakura Mikus. I believe they are all the Sakura Miku Nendoroids that have been released. And that includes 6 Nendoroids and 2 Nendolls or Nendoroid dolls. So I think I'm going to start with the oldest Sakura Miku, number 274. Because I have so many, I don't know if I'm gonna like look at all the details, all the extra parts and everything. But I'll just show you the boxes real quick. I do believe that I have these little green cushions, and this box is just old. It hasn't actually been opened. Again, this is number 274. It's just Sakura Miku. It would be like the oldest version of her Nendoroid. The next closest Nendoroid number is number 499 and 500, which I will open next. Here's her pamphlet. And then just looking at her stuff, gosh, I feel like this is the good old days. You have 3 different face plates there, cushion for her to sit on, folded legs, her hair accessories, a little rice ball, and even a little like floral sakura base for her to either stand on or sit in. I'm not sure, but there is the regular base as well. And this is back in the day when they were writing the names of the series on the label, or on the base. I don't know that they still do that. I'm not totally sure. This is interesting. So this little flower thing is actually on like the side of the base, but the base is taped together. Also an older thing, because I just opened up the newest possible Nendoroid that I've gotten recently, and they didn't have the tape on the sides anymore. Okay. So right off the bat, this little flower thing fell out when I opened it up, as well as this tiny little Sakura flower. It's just a tiny little flower. I assume it's for Sakura Miku to hold. As I said, I'm probably not going to open up every single little part, but she has bent arms and bent legs, and then 3 face plates, and then her base, plus this little flower thing, which this doesn't have a stand hole in it, so I'm guessing it could just be for her to sit in. I will give you a little close-up of some of the face plates though, and this is interesting too. This one has hair on her head, and it looks like you can add in the cherries, so that there's actually different hair. Yeah, that's her little like sad face. She has little tears, but there you can see on the top of her head, there is little holes for, I think, the cherries to go in. There's her little like squinty face. And then here is the actual Nendoroid. Now, I'm just going to point out, because this Nendoroid is so old, oh my gosh, look at the detail on the back. She has little cherries instead of a bow on the back of her outfit. She does feel a little sticky on her face. Oh, and there go the little cherries. They just kind of popped out of her back, but it's just a little notch to be put in. So I think I can put that right back on. That is such a cute little feature. Her hair is just beautiful. It has cherry blossoms printed on it, if you guys didn't see that when I held her up. She's really super cute. So this headpiece does not have holes set in the top for the cherries, these little things. So they would go in that other hair. But I'm curious, if you have the hair in, can you not put the, I think you can put the ponytails in, but maybe not have the little square like ponytail holders. So she is definitely really, really cute, but her face is a little sticky, so I'm going to try to avoid it, which means I'm probably not going to open her much more than that. But the detailing there on her outfit is really nice. I mean, she's got tiny little buttons on her boots. The cherry blossoms on her ponytails are just beautiful. And it's even on her hair and her headband there. There's little cherry blossoms. Oh, it's so cute. She's really adorable. And then just the extra things that are in here. Like I said, she has a little stack of pillows. Maybe that's meant to sit on top of the flower. And then she has bent arms, probably for holding the onigiri, the little rice ball, which I just want to point out kind of looks like Mount Fuji. The way it's shaped, that's pretty cute. And it's interesting, they have a hand on that one to hold it. And then her other hand, her hands on her bent arms have, one has a hole and then one's like a gripping thing, but there's nothing for her to grip. Oh, it's that flower, right, you guys? That's the flower that she can grip. Let's find that little flower. What did I do with it? Here it is. And it goes right into her little hand. Like so. That's really cute. So that's a really nice set. So that's number 274. I don't know how I'm going to pile these up because I have so many to open. But right now she's just going to sit in front of me because eventually I'm going to put her up in a display that I have set up just for all these Sakura Miku Nendoroids. They're up on my wall and I'm super excited to have all these Sakura Mikus on display. So here's number 499. I feel like it's a little bit different in design. It's Sakura Mikudayo, which I don't know what the Mikudayo means other than that she has a fatter, rounder head and she has those little dango balls or whatever, a little dessert treat. So there's her pamphlet. Oh, what am I going to do with all these boxes? Well, I'm going to store them all. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so here she is. Look at her head, the difference there between this one, which was 274, which is more the typical style, compared to that head over here for $4.99. I think it's $4.99. Yeah, it's just such a fatter, chunkier head. She's chunkier overall on this one, which I wonder, I'm going to have to look up what the meaning of Mikudayo is. But this one is pretty basic. I feel like maybe it was some type of special release because there is no alternate faceplate. It's just, there's her base. It does have some writing on the front. There must be some meaning behind Mikudayo because there's nothing to change about her. She just has some accessories. Her ponytails are much shorter, but they still have the Sakura blossom print on there. Her headset, her little Vocaloid headset is different looking, but her outfit is the same overall. She still has the little square ponytail holders, so that's a little different. And then her accessories, she has this little sushi piece, which looks really real, actually. And then she has one spare gripping hand, and it is for the little, like, oops, if I don't lose everything here. It's for the little, like, dango, whatever that is. And the kind of popsicle end just goes right in there. like so, and that is her gripping hand. So she doesn't have a lot of accessories. That's a very basic one. But that was number $4.99. And the very next one is a very more detailed one. It's number 500. Sakura Miku bloomed in Japan. She looks absolutely lovely. Even the box is interesting. It has like a, I don't know, frosty covering to it. Has a texture a little bit, as opposed to most typical cardboard boxes that the Nendoroids come in. They're very smooth and kind of shiny. So this one's a little different. And I remember when Bloomed in Japan came out, everybody really wanted her because she was only released in Japan at first. I don't even know if she made it to Good Smile USA. And here's another nice feature. Her box has like cherry blossom background. I've always liked and appreciated the fact that they used to do that, and you could take out the insert and kind of use it as a background. So here is Bloomed in Japan. You can see she has 3 faceplates, 2 different types of hair, bent arms, 1 bent leg, and it looks like 3 different hands. Plus she has a tiny little teacup. She has another Sakura blossom like the very first one, number 274. Remember the little cherry blossom? I feel like this is kind of a re-release of that one. But she has different face plates because the first one had kind of a sad and a squinty eye, or like the arrow eyes, the smiling eyes. So here she has kind of like a smiling face, and then like a little surprised face, and then like a happy smile face where her eyes are completely closed. And then she has the dango and the flower right up there. You see that? The dango and the flower. And then look at her, the back of her outfit. She has like that, it has like a cherry blossom red ribbon tie. That's really cute. And then you can see too, she has the little serving tea tray, and there's her tiny, tiny little teacup. I'm probably not even going to take her all the way out, but she's like a combination of the previous 2. She has the longer ponytails. She has the Vocaloid headset from $4.99. If you can see it in there, you can see just there's her Vocaloid headset. The interesting thing is, that's different from the previous 2, is that her hair is kind of clear. I guess I'll open it up to show you guys what that looks like, because it does look like you can kind of see through that. Oh, and then this one, number 500, did not have tape, so that's good to know. So let me just take her out. You guys can kind of see her hair kind of has that opaque quality where the light is passing through. You can see, like, you can see my finger there. That is a different effect on her hair, and that's really cool. But otherwise, she's pretty similar. She's like a combination of the previous 2, which is pretty cool. Plus, she has her own little extras. Oh, along with that teacup, her other hand has like a little milk carton drink of some sort. I don't know what that says. Maybe it says tea, I don't know. But she's really cute, and I definitely like her. Let's see, this probably belongs to that. I'm trying to keep the pieces all together, but I might have to like start piling them behind me or something, because I'm running out of room already. All right, so Bloomed in Japan was number 500, and then we don't see Sakura Miku again. I think, I don't know the timeline exactly, but I believe prior to her next actual Nendoroids being released, she had 2 Nendolls released. So the original one is the one that is kind of like the amalgamation of all the previous 3, but it is on the Nendoll body, which is pretty cool. And I think she's going to have a fabric outfit. This is basically like a mini version of the Volksdolphy Dream of Sakura Miku, right? And then the next Nendoll to be released was Sakura Miku Hanami outfit version. And along the time that this got released, I do believe it was at the same time that Volk's Dolphy Dream released this Hanami outfit for their 1/3 size Dolphy Dreams. So you can have these two dolls look exactly like the Dolphy Dream version of Sakura Miku. I'm going to go ahead and quickly open these up, and then we'll look at the last 3 Nendoroids. How am I doing for time? Ooh, I'm doing pretty good. I hope you guys don't mind me flying through the looks of all of these, but I figured 8 box openings in one video is quite a lot, so I'm trying to go as quickly as possible. Pamphlet. I do not have that many Nendolls. I have 2 that I've opened and 1 that I didn't. So there's a pamphlet about the Nendolls. And I don't really do a lot with them. They are cute, but they are definitely bigger, of course, than their Nendoroid counterparts, because the Nendoll body, I should say, is naturally bigger. It stands a little bit taller, and you have a little bit more flexibility. This is cute. They wrap her in like a little plastic wrap to hide her innocence, because they send the outfit separate. I am not going to take the time to dress her on this video, but once again, we see with Sakura Miku, oops, there go her boots. Her boots are okay, everybody. Look at, they're so cute and tiny. She comes with a tiny little, where is it? Right here. Sakura Blossom, if you guys can see that. Her outfit is really adorable. It has a top, the skirt, and then the arm warmers, and then of course her boots. And then I'll just take her top plastic part off, I guess. Let's see what I can do here. So there, if you have never seen a Nendoll body, there are several joints to it. I believe this is what is referred to, or is similar, very similar to an Obitsu 11. There's lots of joints here, and in the back there is kind of a screw to keep the body all together. There's still a stand port, which is really nice. So you could still support your Nendoll, which you probably would have to anyway, because they're quite top heavy. They still have the big, you know, squishy head. So here she has her headset, and her ponytails are flexible just like the others. And here it features again kind of that opaque tip, which is pretty cool. And then her outfit, she has 5 spare hands. 2 are, one set is like the fisted paws, the other set is like peace signs, and then she has the one gripping hand to hold her sakura flower. So that is pretty cool. Just to show you guys, anybody who has not purchased a Nendoll, just the flexibility of it, they do have magnets in their feet to help them stay upright, magnets on the shoes, which is nice. I think this, yeah, it has a base, and the base has a magnetic plate to help them stand on it. I have found that sometimes they will stand and sometimes they won't. But here you can see you can have her sit, knee joints, so she can bend her knees, foot joints even, so she can have some flexibility to her feet. The arms are jointed at the shoulder, the elbow, and then the hand, just like any Nendoroid hand, can spin around to different positions. The nice thing about this particular Nendoll is that she does have the Vocaloid tattoo on her arm there. So that, you know, if you ever wanted to get the Sakura Miku Nendoll and you found just her head and you wanted to replace it with a different body, you wouldn't necessarily have that cute little tattoo that is specific to her. So very nice, very cute. Then the next Nendoroid doll, which I do think this Nendoroid doll, the Hanami outfit version, was released prior to her next 3 Nendoroids. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one too. How am I doing on time? I think I'm averaging about 4 minutes per Nendoroid. So that's pretty good for me. 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know. Somewhere in there. Again, her pamphlet. And the nice thing about this doll is that her hair is a little bit different than the previous Nendoll. So you don't get exactly the same kind of head. And of course it has the different outfit. So here she is again with privacy covering, her adorable outfit there. And if you see at the top, her accessories, she has a hat and a purse and really, really cute white loafers and then some alternate hands. For the first time, she does not have her little cherry, her little flower. That's kind of sad. You would think they would continue that. But because she has a purse to carry and the purse has like the cherry blossom insignia on it, maybe they figure that's the replacement. So again, we'll just kind of take a quick look at this body. So, you know, I don't know how far apart the Sakura Miku Nendoroid doll was released versus her Hanami outfit version. So I don't know that there's a huge difference in her body here. Probably not. In fact, it could be the same body, but I actually think they're different skin tones. That's another thing to consider with the Nendolls. My lighting isn't the best here, but you can definitely tell that Hanami version is a much lighter skin tone than the original. So if that makes a difference to you, you know, be aware of that. They do offer spare parts for Nendolls, but you have to be aware of the skin tone. So the nice thing about the Hanami version is her hair is different. She has a little cherry bow in her hair. She still has her tattoo on her arm, her Vocaloid tattoo, and then her outfit piece, I kind of showed you, was there. And then just out of curiosity, because we all wonder, well, I wonder, you know, hats with Nendoroids or Nendolls, if they're magnetic, I feel like they're better off than just these little tabs, which this one has the tab. So it's just gonna slide into her hair, like joint or crease or wherever you want to call it, but you kind of have to separate her head plate or her hair plate and then squeeze it back together to get that hat on. That's too bad because I prefer the magnetic ones, but either one is gonna potentially have the possibility to fall off. I'm really surprised. She has a gripping hand there. Oh, that's for her purse, right? I'm like, what would she be gripping? And it's her tiny little purse, which that little little keychain thing moves, so it's not necessarily to one side or the other, but the purse itself has like a little cherry blossom carving into it, so I guess you would always want to face a certain way. These ponytails, I feel like on the Hanami outfit version, are longer than the original because they have that spiral twist in them. But the bodies are the same, they're just different skin tone. Alright, so then the last three Nendoroids were all in a row. There's 2330A, it's labeled, and then 2331, well, the 2330 is capital A. Then there's a 2331 little a and a 2331 little b. And the 2330A is Sakura Miku 2024. So it is like the original two, like 274, and then what was it, 499? But 499 was a little bit different. So I feel like 2024 version of Sakura Miku is very similar to her very first release, which was the 274. So let's open this up and take a look. Her pamphlet as usual. And there is some differences, but not a huge amount. I'm sure the look is a little bit different. So here we see her. She's got her main body. She's got bent arms, one bent leg, a spare hand, 2 faceplates, and then one little cherry blossom accent. But it's a different kind of cherry blossom than the other ones that we've seen. Instead of an actual flower, it's like just a blossom. And I'm curious as to how she's supposed to hold it, because it does have a stem, but the hand, the spare hand, is like a pointing finger. So here's her spare hand. See, it's like a pointing finger. So that's not gonna be able to hold that little Nendoroid. Oh, her bent arms would be able to hold it. Did I say Nendoroid? Hold the little Nendoroid. Hold the little cherry blossom. So there's the spare little cherry blossom. Very cute. It's like a clear kind of version. Her spare hands both have dishes in them, like little food pieces, so I'm guessing you could take out, or her spare arms with spare hands. So I guess you could say she has 3 spare hands. Whoopsie. So you can see here she has these bent little arms, and both of them are currently holding dishes. They appear to be very similar dishes, but they're actually shaped a little different. And I'm guessing you could take off the plate on one of these. Yep, it has just a little stub that you can plug in, and then her bent arm hand has a hole, so you could take the bent arm, or the hand off the bent arm, I think, yes, and you could put the flower in there and then put that on her other arm if you wanted to, the straightened arm. But here, if you have this cute little hand holding the flower, there it is. It's pretty cute. And then her face plates here are a little different. So, you know, we have all these different face plates. I think between the 274 and the $4.99, the faceplate is very similar. The mouth is similarly shaped, but it's not exactly the same. And then here we have this kind of squinty-eyed laughing one, but it's not the same as any of the other previous. And then her kind of smiley, her face here is just a kind of gentle smile. What was the other faceplate that I had for her? She had 3, and then that one didn't have any extras. So technically now, I guess, in considering, the original one, 274, had 3 faceplates. $4.99 did not have any spare faceplates. The Nendolls don't have any spare faceplates. And then this 2330 has 2 faceplates. So that's the one she comes with. It's kind of just a closed mouth, gentle smile. And she, as you can see, she is very, very similar to the original. But now she has that opaque hair. So this is the original, and this is 2330. I actually like the original's headband with the cherry blossoms along the side, because now it's, ever since this first one, all of her Voiculade headsets have been that black one. The one difference I can say is that here she had the square ponytails, and then here she has the cherries. She does not have the square ponytail holders on this one, but her original one came with the cherries and a different head to or hair base to plug the cherries in if you wanted to do that. So that is a little bit different. The original one I feel like has a little bit more accessories, but I do also feel like that is kind of how Nendoroids have gone from, you know, when they were originally released. It's kind of sad to say, but when they were originally released, they usually ranged from like $45 to $60, and they had, you know, 3 faceplates and all these accessories, and now they range anywhere from like $50 to $65 to $70 or more, depending on how many accessories they have, but they typically only have like 2 faceplates and less accessories. So I don't know. I did a deep dive with all these Sakura Miku Nendoroids. I was lucky enough to purchase the Sakura Miku Dolphy Dream, and that is what kicked off my sudden obsession for all things Sakura Miku. And so I went and like shopped around for all of these. Most of these I did get off of, I went through buy.jp, and then most of them were through the Mercari, I believe, on buy.jp. But a couple of them may have come from Yahoo Japan. Okay, so here is 2331A. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little squished, surrounded by all of these Nendoroids. So this is Sakura, this is Sailor Uniform version, and it's A, and so there's a B, and it's, I think it's a very similar, or maybe even exact same Sakura Miku, but it's a different uniform, and in fact, it's called that, Sailor Uniform version, another color. So that's your difference there. But as somebody pointed out in a Nendoroid Facebook group I'm in, this 2331B has the classic toast of the anime heroine. As she's running down the street, you can see she's got some bent arms here and a bent leg, so you can give that, you know, running late to school look. She's got that cherry blossom now that we have seen in the last one. She's got a book bag, and her outfit is a pink and brown school uniform. Very typical sailor uniform, but like with a sweater. Now, the interesting thing to point out here is that her ponytails have gone back to being a solid piece of vinyl. There's no longer an opaque look to her ponytails. Let me see if I can take that out and we can get a little bit closer look at that. The toast-faced one is a very cute faceplate though. That's really adorable. Let's take a look at her hair really quick. And again, on this one, we no longer see the square ponytail holders that are kind of a trademark of Vocaloid. And we see her black Vocaloid headset, but she's got the cherries as opposed to the square ponytails holders. And then, as I said, her ponytails are back to being a solid piece of vinyl that you cannot shine light through to make her look extra pretty. So there is that one. And then just to show you, actually there's a really cute detail on her little book bag, and it's on both sides. Look at, there's little cherry blossoms on her book bag. It's on both sides, so that's pretty cool. That's a really cute little accent. I'm just gonna set her down there. And very last one, everybody, thank you for sticking with me throughout this whole, this is a crazy box opening for me, at least for Nendoroids, because I haven't really done a lot of Nendoroid box openings. So here is 2331B. It is titled Sakura Miku, a Sailor Uniform version, another color. And you can see it looks very similar to the previous one, but it's just a gray uniform as opposed to brown and pink. But let's see if she has any different accessories or anything different going on from the 2331A. Let's see. Pamphlet, as always, with all of her parts. And I'm guessing that it is pretty much 100% the same. So it's like you have almost a light and dark Miku. She has the same toast in the mouth running faceplate. Are the squinty eyes on the same side? Yep, it's exactly the same. Right down to the book bag with the cherry blossoms, and then her same hand with the clear cherry blossom to hold there. The only difference literally between these two is the color of her uniform. No other difference. Faceplates are the same, accessories are the same. It's just the difference in the uniform. So let me open it up and I'll just show you guys a quick comparison between these two. And like I said, I do feel like it's kind of like a light and dark version of Miku, because the brown and pink one would be more typical to her colors. But this gray one is a little bit different. I do not know a whole lot about Vocaloids. I don't really follow them a whole lot. I know it started as a music program, and probably they've exploded into like this pop icon thing that has a lot more going on than just a computer program. So literally the same Nendoroid, different colored uniform. Let me pop that other one out and we'll take a look just to see. I see no difference except for color. So, would you buy both of these? Because they're the exact same with a different school uniform? I don't know. That's up to you. I became a Sakura Miku Nendoroid fan after getting that doll. So now I have them all and I'll probably continue to collect them. I do have other Miku Hatsune Nendoroids, but not that many. I'm not a diehard Miku Hatsune fan, but I love pink-haired girls in anime and manga and all that stuff. So that is what appealed to me about her. That is it. That is all of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or if you want to see one more up close or more details, please comment. Maybe I'll do another video with individual ones to make a little bit more focused detail. Or you can find me in the Nendoroid Facebook groups as Berry Wings. Please feel free to comment with any questions or anything that you want to ask me about, or let me know what you think. Do you have any of these? Are any of these your favorite? Is it worth it to get 2331 A and B? What's your thoughts? Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day.